So, oh, where do I begin? Well, yeah, after mom gave birth to me and I was only 6 months old, she dropped me and I landed head first. Then this guy, um, someone that mom was seeing at the time, uh, while she was happily married to dad, my dad. So when she dropped me, it was completely by accident. She just then took me to the hospital and put a band-aid on my forehead. A big band-aid on my forehead. And uh, so then Minnie, he hold me by the legs while I was upside down and dropped me on purpose and then laughed at me. Then he slapped my mom. And then when I was 1 year old, I tried I attempted suicide and slit my wrists. Both of my wrists was the biggest kitchen knife in the kitchen. When I was one, I learned how to walk and ran to Deanna. I ran to Deanna instead of walking to Deanna. I just ran to Deanna, tumbled on her. And then another time, Vinny, he had beer, was drinking beer, and he arm wrestled me at the age 1, and I won the arm wrestle, but I slammed my head on my Spider-Man sippy cup, so he threw that away, and also my Spider-Man bib. And then I had seizures at 2, and I have had 18 total in my life, and had 19, no, I mean, I counted up. I meant to count down. 17 seizures when I was 2, and 1 seizure in my sleep when I was uh, 5. After me and my mom got divorced, and so and then um um in 2017 when I started having a mental breakdown. 2018 is what put me in the hospital, 5 hospitals. Um, and one hospital is what put me on one hospital. The 5 hospital, the other 4 were just other hospitals I had to go to because I wasn't taken care of for the past 20 years. And I was born with depression, um, and a little serotonin, and when I was on my 8th birthday, um, um, I'll come back to that. Okay, and for 8 years, mom overdosed me with all capsule, was a bunch of capsules, all the colors of the rainbow, and she gave me 4 of each different medicine, except for 2. She gave me 10 of each of them for 2. And she would always take it out of the capsules, and I'm also carrying when I was 0 because this one was when it started. Dad don't know any of this, and except for the seizures I had too until 2018. And she would always like take it all the medicine out of the capsules and put it in my drink, which one of the side effects for some of them were I suffered all the side effects: swelling legs, seizures, loss of appetite, and more and more. So I didn't really eat anything in the day because I just wasn't hungry and I couldn't really taste anything. This was before the divorce in 2003 when we went to see Bad Boys 2. And Auntie Sue Uncle Gary tricked me and AJ into coming out there thinking we were going to get ice cream, Ben and Jerry's, and then coming back in the Sarah. But we never got Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and we never got to see the end of that movie, which scarred me for life. I never got to see the end of that movie in theaters. I didn't got to the second, with the second half. I didn't got halfway full. I didn't got into halfway of the movie. It was just right at the beginning. We walked out of the pod when we left the theater at the pod when Will Smith's partners gets shot in the ass by him, and he's in the pool. And we walked out of the theater at that part, so. So. I had a seizure in my sleep, and I only took my medicine at nighttime because that's when Mom gave it to me after the divorce. But before the divorce, I remember before the divorce in 2003 and also 1997, she always gave it to me in the morning. And she started with free of Depakote, putting on 3 Depakotes when I was supposed to be on one or was it 2 pills of Depakote? Anyway, so that, and then when it got increased to the doctor, I says I already take that medicine. Mom told the doctor he was just confused, and of course Dad and the doctor listened to Mom because Mom always knows best. Yeah, right. And then after Bad Boys 2, Vinny moved in the Dover house, the second Dover house that we were in, and we moved in that Dover house in 2003. I really did miss this first Dover house. I still do. Anyway, so so had some soda on my lips. Didn't have napkins, so for 7 years after Bad Boys 2, right on the night on Bad Boys 2, I started getting abused by Vinny. I told Columbus School, Lighthouse School, they did nothing. You can thank Mr. Orlando for the reason why nothing got done. because I said the wrong thing, because I said Vinny hit me, and oh, he hit you, but he didn't hurt you. Should have said the. Should have just like. You should have not used that word. I just should have used the right word. I'm a fucking idiot. And these are the list of video games and movies I got, and I'll tell you that there's really not that much that I got in the first house with Mom and Vinny. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective got by Vinny. Shrek 2, the video game, got by Mom. Cat in the Hat got by Mom. Tom and Jerry, the video game, got by Mom. And Cat in the Hat, the video game, and Cat in the Hat, the movie, got by Mom. I said that already. Okay, and Vinny got me The Mask, Big Fat Liar, RoboCop, and that's it. Mom got me Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2 PS2, Spider-Man 2 Game Boy on Game Boy, The Shaggy Dog 2004 was starring Tim Allen. No, wait, that's 2006. And Shrek 2 the movie got by Mom. Oh, and Shrek 2 the video game got by Mom. And Batman the Animated Series, VHS Batman the Animated Series, and Winnie the Pooh, Springtime Was Real. And all of these are movies. Some of these are DVDs, some of these are VHS. And that's it. So, and this was all in the first house. And Vinny raped me twice, raped DJ twice. No, Paul from Mom's Family raped DJ twice. Vinny raped me twice. And this was in the first Dover house, and now every night it just gets better, more positive. My mom would get raped every night by Vinny, and I would hear her screaming, "Vinny, stop!" And I would be in horror and I'd be just in shock because of all the pounds to the head I got. I got my toy chest destroyed because he slammed my head on my toy chest. So now I have AJ's toy chest. We both have the same copies of the same furniture because we live in the same room. And AJ got his head slammed in on the bookshelf of his bookshelf, and so that got broken. And when I one time I went to see a SpongeBob movie with Dad. It was really good. We saw it in 3D, And then on that night, I was so tired. Told mom I don't want to take a shower, but she just hopped me in the shower, and I fell asleep in the shower, and she didn't bother to catch me, so I just landed on the floor, face first. And I was, let's see, 6. I was 6. And this was in the first Medford house. And so I was asleep for 8 months. Missed my 7th birthday. I woke up on Easter. Then picture day happened. And then I was playing tag as a kid. Then he tagged me off of the monkey bars. And I landed 12 feet. And my right eye, this eye, came out like so, all the way from here. And I had collapsed lung and a major concussion, and major internal bleeding in the brain. Yes, I knew it. So anyway, I was in the hospital for over a year. Anyway, that happened when I was in 2nd grade. And I didn't spend that much time in 2nd grade because, well, the playground happened. And that made me snap. And made me want to become a serial, a dictator, a cannibal. Cannibalism crossed my mind a few times. Anyway, I don't think like that anymore. I think more like the old me. So then on my 8th birthday is when I checked out of the hospital, and before I checked out of the hospital, they gave me a RoboCop 2 on DVD for my birthday, and then when I went home, I played the RoboCop DVD 10 times because I really love the film. And then I decided I want to prove my mom that I can be independent. So I took a Q-tip and tried to clean out my ear, and then I popped my eardrum, my ear, and then my right here, and then see the Q-tip went through my ear. So then when I moved the Q-tip like to get something out, I could feel someone was out needs to get out. My eye came out when I was looking in the mirror. And I say, "Hey mom, come look what I did. I cleaned out my eye. I mean my ear." And she was horrified. So I went to the same hospital that I always went to when I was living with mom, and that was the only hospital she ever took me, especially before the divorce. It was the same hospital I went when I was had a playground accident, and also also when I tried to kill myself, Yale Hospital. Um, she took me, and he took the Q-tip out, and the Q-tip went in my brain a little. It went up in my brain, and so he took it out and then put the eye and pop it back, push it back in, and it popped right back in. And this was on my 8th birthday. So and on my 6th birthday, I was having a great time, and cake was bought the cake, and I didn't blow out the cake on my birthday. My 6th birthday, I never blew out the cake. I never even got to have a slice of a cake on my 6th birthday. I'll check that thing. Oh wait, I celebrate my birthday. So I celebrate my 6th birthday again, and then also my 7th birthday again. For 7th birthday for the first time. So Mom threw my 7th birthday candle in the trash because it's way past my birthday on Easter. And on Easter, I peed blood. And that was like... Now that I'm thinking about it, I remember something. That was every week I peed blood. Every week for the entire times from 5 to 6, 7, 8, I peed blood in the first house. Oh, and when Vinny abused me, he loved to actually just go right to the head. Here, here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And sometimes like that. And it was just nothing bad, just every day for the past 7 years. And also my glasses broke on the playground, so a piece of glass went into my eye. Less than a half of an inch went into my eye. And